My battery took long enough. I ordered this thing in the beginning of July and now it's October. I got this at such a good price, it was worth the wait. Oh, $1,900, 12 volts, 400 amp hours. It's so small and light for 400 amp hours. This thing was definitely dropped. What you know about bus life? This is my bus. Hi. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are we, dude? They got a bus. The van wasn't big enough. They take the prisoners on it.
It used to be a prison bus.
It was, huh?
Yeah, that's why people like afraid.
You actually drive this thing?
Yeah.
This thing is, how much will you sell it to me for? Imagine the square footage and all this space that you could put firewood and shit.
It's 420 somewhere.
Getting the van inspired me to do a yard sale, which inspired my parents to get rid of their storage spots. PlayStation 1.
Worth some money, huh?
No. Sorry about the gardeners. As you see in my videos, there's pretty much always gardeners out here. Nothing that I have to install is more important than the power system because a lot of it has to plug into the power system. Power inverter, this is giant battery. I bought this aluminum from the hardware store and I'm going to build myself a power system rack. What's going on?
Nice out, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. Oh my, there's a big old dent. I've been learning my lesson. You really got to open this stuff right when it comes in. What's the most secure way possible to mount these? This is going to be tough.
Kind of interact a little bit more with the audience. My first guest ever of all time is David. Very early stages of your van build. It looks good.
I've been taking it slow. It got a little smoky and hot the last couple months, so I've taken a break.
Now that the boom has happened, you see the people that are like, I want to do this because it's cool, or I can start an Instagram or a YouTube or whatever off of that. To see some really cool ideas. So David, thank you so much for that. He had like fake cigarettes in his door handle, full on stuff. I guess construction workers smoke. Sure, that makes sense.
It says on here boat and RV. My power panel. Check it out. DC side. Here's the AC and then here's the DC. This is the board I'll be mounting it on. Just gonna go like this. Plus nuts all along the bottom here. Alright, I got the bottom ones in. Now I gotta do the top ones. First time using a plus nut tool. Nice strong mounting location for my board. I didn't tighten it all the way yet because I got to pull this thing off and paint it because I don't want it to get mold on it, like on the back. Being so close to the wall, there could be a little bit of moisture. And my beautiful power wall. So this is going to be my fire protection for my power panel. This cost 90 bucks from the hardware store. I think I should mount it this way. If I put the wires, the bottom here, there's not a lot of room to get to it.
Right, yeah. But much easier access on the top.
Looking at this, straight up and down. Sprayed all the edges on this. Black will look better if anything gets exposed, even though it's covered with the diamond plate. Anything exposed will be black. It'll look cleaner. Can you hear Lenny? Alright, so I got my hose drill to mount this power inverter. There's a T-nut. Spikes will hold into the back of the board. I could take my bolts in and out, and these T-nuts will just stay in place. Holds the power inverter on the board. Back this with a piece of foam foam for some insulation. Weighs it down, gives it good adhesion. Oh. There's going to be wool also, so there'll be a layer of foam, layer of wool. I'm maxing out on the insulation. Wait for this to dry. Panel is up, inverter is on. I'm a happy camper. The unit that I use to charge the battery with the solar panels, it also will charge when I'm running the car. I need to get the directions out of here so I get all the right size wires and everything I need. This is the part of the build that I am most excited about. I've always wanted a power system in my vehicle. My first ever job in business when I was a teenager was auto detailing. This is 20 years ago, and I always had this thought of getting enough batteries that you don't need to run a loud generator. Maybe I'll have to start auto detailing again. Stickers, temperature probe. And it's got a heat sink on the back. Pretty sick. I love how simple this is. These might be important. Can you hold this side since I'm not wearing any shoes?
You don't want it to fall on your foot and cut it.
Well, I don't want to get burned either.
You can cut this with the jigsaw too.
I have everything here that's gonna hold it in place, an upper and a lower. My dad came up with this idea of using these angles like this, and one in the front, one in the back, and that's gonna really make sure that the battery doesn't slide back and forth when you hit the gas and the brake. This is my power system. Now I just have to wire it up. I did such a terrible job wrapping this thing, trying to figure out where to put my holes. All the wrinkles and stuff in the wrap. It's gonna get covered up, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna drill through the top of the van, see if this is gonna work.